All right, folks, welcome to the Wednesday edition of the Steve Malzberg Show. Lots going on, as you know. We have the apology from the Boston bomber. He said he was sorry and he wants Allah to have mercy on his soul. Okay, we'll see about that. Look, so much has been going on. Basically, now the media has made it so that if you are white, you are racist. And not only the media, Hillary, the left, the presidential candidates, some of them, not the Republicans, but still, it's snowballing, in my view, out of control. And what is next? Well, I mean, CNN has talked about getting rid of the Jefferson Memorial because he was a slave owner. So that's where we're headed. But something interesting as well. The Southern Poverty Law Center, which CNN quotes and all the left quotes, they are the decider of who's a hater, what's a hate group. Whatever they say, the media runs with, and if you're identified as a hater or a hate group, you're done. You're on their list. Well, what the Southern Poverty Law Center has done is they've taken it a step further. They've put out this list complete with almost demonizing caricatures of several women that they call haters of Muslims, and they put it up there. And in my view, they're making these women targets. Now let's run a slideshow. I'll show you what I'm talking about. Here, for various reasons, you got Kathy Adams of the Texas Eagle Forum. You got Ann Barnhart. She is a blogger. You got Ann Coulter coming up. Of course, you know Ann Coulter. Look at that demonistic picture. Brigitte Gabriel, our friend, founder of Act for America. There she is. Pamela Geller coming up. Yeah, ooh, look at her. She almost got horns coming out of her head. Kathy Hinners. She's a retired New York City police officer. She lives in Tennessee. She runs a daily roll call blog. You got Laura Ingraham, talk show host, of course. Claire Lopez, who's been on this show many times with the Center for Security Policy. Janine Pirro, who I sat next to at a security policy event the other night from Fox News. Sandy Rios, radio talk show host. Who else we got here? I'm missing one, but we're going to skip to, oh yeah, Debbie Schlossel, and now here's Diana West. I mean, they put this list out, again, with caricature drawings of these women to make them look as evil as possible. And you know what happened from one of these Southern Poverty Law Center lists in the past? Do I have to remind you? A pro-gay activist was looking for anti-gay groups. So he went to the Southern Poverty Law Center website. He found the Family Research Council labeled a hate group by the Southern Poverty Law Center, and he went there with a gun and weapons, and he shot a security guard who stopped him from going in and shooting and killing people. Now, shouldn't that be an issue of concern, that this Southern Poverty Law Center is influencing nut jobs who might act? Because that's what we hear about conservatives. You know, oh, okay, influenced by Fox News, blah, blah, blah. So now the Southern Poverty Law Center is at it again, and they put out this list of women who now are going to become targets. I think we need a serious conversation about the Southern Poverty Law Center. Who the heck are they? And why are they considered a Bible for anything? Maybe we should look at them as the hate group. Now, joining us now in just a second, I want you to hear this first, will be Pat Hines. He's chairman of the League of the South, and here's what he said on CNN.
What I don't understand is why this state senator is moving to do cultural genocide on the Southern men and women. I don't get that. Maybe he's not from the South. I don't really know him. But I can tell you, I'm going to fight.
That is so absurd, Mr. Hines.
My organization.
The suggestion somehow that taking down the flag is cultural genocide when that flag represents terror and intimidation of African Americans in that state.
All right. Pat joins us right now. Pat, what do you think about what's going on in this country right now?
Well, it's pretty clear that it is cultural genocide. Not only are they after the flag that's on a monument, it is on the State House grounds, they're going after that. That we know that's just the beginning. They're already talking about forcing change of at least 5 state flags for southern states. because they have some similar appearances to the Confederate battle flag, and they hate that. Let's face it, the Southern culture is hated by what I call the Northeastern Yankee elite. They've hated us for a long time. It's not really anything new. We've known it, but they have really recently wicked up the heat to, like you pointed out, they're already talking about destroying the Jefferson Memorial in Washington, D.C.
Yeah, Ashley Banfield and Don Lemon weighed in on that. I believe, do we have that ready to roll? Okay, here it is. Okay, we don't have it ready to roll, but as you alluded to, so where do you think this is going to end? I mean, you know, I think the purpose is not only to indict the South, but I think the purpose is to imply that it's South is Republican, is racist. That's, I think, what the goal of the media and the left is at this point.
Well, it certainly is. Well, if you're white, you're a racist. That's the ultimate goal. Right now, if you're a white Southerner, you're racist. But, you know, they'll remove the word Southerner just as soon as it's to their benefit to do that. We consider what's in progress right now to be Reconstruction 3. And they won't be satisfied until we're quiet, you know, and of no consequence. We won't be allowed to, well, there's even talk of them restricting the display of the Confederate battle flag on private homes, that it would be illegal to have that on the front of your house. Now, I live way out in the country, so that's not going to be an issue here.
Pat, are you surprised that Nikki Haley, that Lindsey Graham, I mean, almost everybody I could mention to you, with the exception off the top of my head of Mike Huckabee, has said, you know, I mean, Mike Huckabee, to be fair, has said it's a state's issue. Leave it up to the states. So he would be in agreement with Nikki Haley wanting to take the flag down, and if the legislature does, he would be in agreement with that. So let's leave Mike Huckabee aside. Are you surprised that state after state is now saying they're going to take it down, that no store now, basically all the big chains won't sell anything, you know, that has anything to do with the Confederate flag, et cetera? I mean, that it happened so quickly. Are you surprised?
I'm surprised that it happened as quickly. I don't want to lend anything to the thought of a conspiracy, but it does look like it was pretty well planned in advance, just waiting for the opportunity to present itself. But I have a close friend that operates a Confederate store he's just about 3 miles from my house, and he'll gladly take up the slack for Walmart's cowardice. But I understand eBay is not going to allow, if I wanted to sell a Confederate flag, I would not be permitted to do that on eBay now.
Isn't it amazing that two weeks ago, I guess it wasn't racist? Now it's racist? I mean, that's what gets me.
Well, this is something the NAACP has been wanting for many decades. We have had a 15-year-old boycott of South Carolina by the NAACP. Now, they have obviously not been successful before now. They wanted the NCAA, you know, the collegiate athletics, to not allow South Carolina schools to participate in college athletics.
Let me ask you one question, because we only have 45 seconds. To people watching or to people who saw you on CNN and say you're a racist, just answer that.
Well, my answer to that is, so what's your point?
No. I'm not calling you a racist. I'm saying, what would your answer be to those people?
That's what I would say to somebody that does call me a racist.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay.
You know, first of all, that's an old communist word, and it's just, to me, it's meaningless.
All right. Listen, Pat, I appreciate you coming on. Thank you very much, and maybe we'll speak to you again as this progresses. You know, why stop at the flag and Jefferson Memorial like CNN was talking about? Why don't we erase all our history up until Barack Obama? That's really when we became a nation. That's really when we came all together, right? All right, Michael Rubin is next. Don't go away, folks.